So AHumbleSoul, man, we checking back in, live from Atlanta, man. Got Curtis Snow in front of the camera. What section of the city we in right now, dog?
Hey, man, we on the west side, baby, deep west side, you know what I mean? Where all the real action happen, you know what I mean? We in the middle of it right now. We off of Ashby. We around the corner from the Bluff, you know what I mean? Live and in person. We on the way to the Bluff right now.
For sure, for sure,
Yes,
for sure.
indeed.
Now, I want to ask you, I've heard the Bluff and I've heard Vine City. Is the Bluff within Vine City, or what's the difference between the two, dog? Or is there like any similarities?
Yeah, both of them totally different. Two different neighborhoods. But they just right across the street from each other. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, when I say across the street, when you step on this side, you in the Bluff. When you step on that side, you in Vine City. You know what I mean? And they were some real rivals back in the day, goddamn it. Motherfuckers from Vine City couldn't walk through the Bluff. Motherfuckers from the Bluff couldn't walk through Vine City. If they were going to school, they had to go all the way around. We went to school, we had to go all the way around. You know what I mean? But goddamn, they came to, you know what I mean, come together and goddamn in due time. And, you know what I mean? They became one, you know what I mean? The Bluff and Vine City. Yes, yeah. Indeed.
That's crazy because I've heard you represent both.
Oh yeah, I'm originally from Vine City. I just moved to the Bluff. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Okay. But no tension, like it wasn't no views as far as like you be jumping side, switch side.
To this day, motherfucker be with that. Why you from the Bluff? Or you abandoned Vine City, you know what I mean? But goddamn it, you know how it go, but I got love in both of them, you know what I mean? I got real love in both of them. Oh, sure. And I paid my way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I can be straight. Yeah, man.
Curtis Snow, man. So on the west side, live from you said it's Ashby. This is not the Bluff.
No, this ain't the Bluff or Vine City. This Ashby right here.
Okay.
Come on this side.
Sure.
I'll be right back, man.
Yeah, fool. How I get a hold of my pants?
But was a portion of the film shot in this section though?
Yeah.
On the Bluff?
Yeah. I rode up a couple of these streets, you know what I mean, when I was doing a little filming, getting some B-roll, but I ain't shooting anything real heavy on this side, you know what I mean?
Pull him back up.
But yeah, I mostly shot like in a 10, 11 mile radius, you dig what I'm saying? The whole goddamn neighborhood. Yeah.
Man, so just taking us back to that time, bro, like before Snow on the Bluff came out, when I think about like Atlanta and specifically the west side, I was more so familiar with like the Bankhead. You hear about Bowen Homes because of the rappers that was coming out that area.
Yeah.
When you released that film, dog, I feel like you placed a spotlight on the Bluff on a worldwide level because I wasn't necessarily familiar, and I'm sure a lot of people around the world wasn't, but how was that for you, bro, like putting on for that section of the city, giving them a lens, you know?
Well, it was like they had done waited so long to goddamn be on certain, you know what I mean, levels with rap and all that there. So goddamn it, you know, every neighborhood had a group. So when I looked at it, I was like, okay, everybody rapping. Shit, let me try to switch it up one time. I had just got kicked out of a group that I was in, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, let me try something different. And goddamn, I grabbed the camera and just, you know, went to experiment. It started out as an experiment, like a joke, some shit we just bullshitting with. And that shit turned into, goddamn it, you know what I mean, serious business. But I didn't put my all into it, you know what I mean? And we didn't put no stress behind it. We just done it, you know what I mean? Because I was like, man, we put too much stress behind it or overthink the shit, it ain't gonna go right. We just gonna goddamn it do what we do, you know what I mean? And, you know, wasn't no actors in that movie. All them folk was real actors, you dig what I'm saying? Every one of them folk was real, you know what I mean? There was some people who I knew from around the neighborhood, had fun with family, and half of them was, you know, just, you know, motherfuckers who I knew. But wasn't no actors. Ain't nobody went to school for no acting and no shit like that, you know what I mean? It was straight up raw.
Yeah. So hold on, let's take a step back. So before you even started filming, you was in a rap group?
Yeah, man. I was in a group called goddamn it, West Side Players, you know what I mean? It was like me and 6 other of my partners. But it was like an ego thing because everybody wanted to be the, you know what I mean? And it just didn't work out, man. And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm finna try something else. Because right around that time, I had done seen a couple rappers who had done jumped in the acting mood. And then I seen a couple actors who tried to rap, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, shit, let me try something. You know what I mean? Just trying something. Yeah.
Man, so, because I can honestly say I remember you having some music in the actual film.
Yeah. Yeah.
that people still talk about. They'll leave like little lyrics in the comments and all of that. Then you put out like a mixtape with some on live mixtapes.
Yep, yep.
And you had the Ain't No Love in the Street. Or
Yep.
I think
You
that's the
Get
name
No
of the-
Love from the street. Yeah. That was a street hit, man.
So you was actually rapping and filming.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
rapping before you was filming,
Yeah.
but never actually took it serious.
Nah, I ain't never take it serious, man. I just, used to bullshit with it. I was like, really? I was too old to be a rapper by then. That's how I looked at it. But you never too old. But I just was like, man, I'm too old to rap, you know what I mean? So goddamn, I'm just gonna let them folk have that, you know what I mean? But I had some hits that I came up with, you know what I mean? Some real street songs. That's how a lot of them sayings got out there, like, fuck 'em, we ball, we just steal, cake been baked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers still saying them saying to this day.
Man.
Straight up.
Especially that fucking we ball. I remember
my
B.O.B. I think B.O.B. did a mixtape.
Hell yeah, that boy took me around the world with him on the mixtape. Yeah.
Talk about, kind of open up about that, dog.
Man, nigga B.O.B. showed me so much goddamn love, it was a shame, man. And he just had mentioned it on a show, some shit he was on. And man, that man goddamn it, got my information, found out where I was, and goddamn invited me, goddamn it, every time he did a show, I went with that nigga, man. That nigga took me with him, goddamn it, paid me and everything, man. I'm just on stage with him like a hype man, you dig what I'm saying? Maybe we went by 8, 9 shows, man. Nigga B.O.B. showed real love. He was the first nigga that showed some real love.
Man, speaking of like rappers, man, I saw you in videos with like T.I., Jeezy, but that's around the time of the fame from the film.
Yeah.
Have you still maintained relationships with rappers since things kind of died down?
Yeah. I'm talking about, man, it's so many new niggas who done hit the street, done hit the rap game. They got them and spit my name in a song or shout me out. It's a shame, man. I'm talking about, I got goddamn most shout out in most songs ever. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking about that for real. We sat up and counted about 60 different songs that we just heard where niggas said the Bluff or Curtis Snow or said something I said. You know what I mean? Yeah. All them niggas who I fucked with, who came through, I still, fuck with them from time to time when I run into them or whatever, but I don't kick it with them or go around them and then like that.
No, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? But yeah, I'm still cool with them. Me and T.I. still cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, aside from the West Side Players, was there any like well-known rappers that came out of Vine City out the Bluff?
Man,
Around that time?
shit, just Rollo, but he hadn't really just blew like that, like he is now. But it wasn't really no more heavyweights that came from right here where we at, you know what I mean, that were really rapping like that. It was a couple guys from around the way, but they weren't directly, you know what I mean, like right from here like I am, you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let them know where we just pull up to, bro.
Man, we just pulled up to the world-renowned liquor store, man. You know what I mean? This is where I film, you know what I mean, half of everything, yeah. Say, hey, man. Getting a little work in, man. Getting a little work in. Yeah, man, this is where everything got filmed at right here, really. You know what I mean? This is where it all started, at the platform, you know what I'm saying? From here to at the top right here, where I used to stay, where the school at. You know what I mean? You all right, Bo?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yes, indeed.
He said, so this still, what section is this?
Oh, well, we are not in the Bluff.
We officially in the Bluff.
We're officially in the Bluff, baby. James P.
James
Yes,
P. Broadley.
indeed.
Say James P. Broadley.
Yes, indeed. The original James P. Broad did the Bluff and crossed that street is Vine City.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
That close.
Yes, indeed.
But you said back in the day, it was kind of like a little
Oh,
tension.
boy, what? Yeah. I told you, Bluff couldn't walk through Vine City. Vine City couldn't walk through the Bluff. They already know it, man. You know what I mean? Straight the fuck up.
Man, for sure. So you say Curtis Snow out here in real life, man.
Hey, man, dead for real, man. You know what I mean?
Man, you had mentioned, so Rollo in particular, you said he was the only one.
Yeah, who were rapping and trying to make something happen for real. You know what I mean?
So you saw him before his rap career took off?
Yeah, hell yeah. He used to come through my spot and goddamn it sell me CDs and DVDs when he was a young jit, you know what I mean? He stayed hustling, he been hustling ever since, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll talk about, man, I heard him say in an interview that he knew, I guess, did you have a brother that was named
Yeah,
Snow?
Snow,
So he said, he knew the Snow before you talk about that?
Yeah, man, my brother, he died, he didn't die, he got shot right there, on that corner right there. Antonio James Snow, that's his name. He was goddamn in the street way worse than I was, you know what I'm saying? But goddamn it, he had a lot going on, had a couple traps, his name was ringing, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people say that, the real Snow, the big Snow. But he was younger than me, but he was just bigger than me, you know what I mean? Yeah, but he had his shit together and goddamn it, you know what I mean? He had a name for himself. I ain't gonna say it was no nothing to be proud of, you know what I mean? But he did his thing. He just didn't take no shit, you know what I mean? So it was like, you know, a lot of people, you know, they feared him, you know what I mean? He was a big nigga and he didn't play no game.
Yeah.
And goddamn, he had more enemies than friends, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, goddamn, rest in peace, my brother. Hey, my brother, what's happening?
Sure.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, man, you come to this motherfucker every day. You stand down here in front of this motherfucker 365 days
Thank you.
of a year, every single day, all day long. This was the trap, you know what I mean? From the house to the liquor store, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, goddamn it, we made $1 million at the liquor store. Let me get a half of Old Tunks and a Coke in a can.
Man, so what was the day-to-day like for you back then, bro, before the fame?
Oh, shit, really just running around selling dope. You know what I mean? Just straight up. We had a weed trap and a hard trap, and goddamn, we went from trap to trap. My granddad was a kingpin. He supplied everything, and goddamn it, you know what I mean? We worked it like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't never think about being, you know, nothing until everybody started doing it, you know what I mean?
Would you say it was a natural born to you, or did it take you some time to kind of adjust and get your hustle going, bro?
Natural born. I was raised in a liquor house. Loud music put me to sleep every night. Yes, indeed.
One of them. It's a party every night.
Oh, boy, what? Every night, man. My granddad, rest in peace, Mr. James Snow. I'm talking about kept shit going. Papa, how y'all doing? Yeah, this where it all began. This where the birth of it. I'm talking about debt for real. All 4 of my brothers. You know what I mean? This where they got their whole everything at, right here. Just like me.
Talking about the family atmosphere, like you talked about your household as far as like your grandfather and
Yeah, we growed up with a grandmama, a granddaddy, goddamn it, go to school, goddamn it, we went to church damn near 4 days out of a week. I'm talking about goddamn, grandma kept us in church, nigga. I'm talking about goddamn, we went to school, we ain't goddamn it just, you know, started out wild on the street. Hell no, I wasn't never like that. We learned the bullshit when we got older. But as a younger man, we had goddamn respectable, you know what I mean, mamas, daddy. We came from working families, you know what I mean? Granddaddy, grandma worked all day life, daddy, mom worked all day life, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers in the street used to just feel like, you know, a nigga goddamn came and shit like that, but they know, a lot of folk goddamn it didn't know that, yeah, man, we went to school, goddamn it, made straight A's, you know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't no just wilding out here where I say, well, shit, I've been on the street doing shit since I was 5 and all that shit. Hell no. Man. We got introduced to the shit.
And that could be the assumption, just looking at like the...
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Like you had a broken household.
Yeah,
it wasn't,
it wasn't even like that. Hell no, we had our daddy and mama. Yeah, we had our daddy and mama. I'm talking about debt for real about business, boy. Certain days we couldn't go outside, goddamn it, we had to do our homework, goddamn, we got out of school. Boy, we were like this here. We wasn't just no goddamn hell, no.
Sure.
We gonna walk to the plaza? Okay. Yeah, man, I'm talking about 25 years out of my life, I walked these streets, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, goddamn it, the whole map of the west side. Then I moved to the east side for a little while, you know what I mean?
How was that adjustment for you being
Hey, what's happening, baby? Just working, man, working. Yes, indeed. Man.
I was saying, so what was that adjustment like for you being a west side baby, man?
And then going to the east?
Yeah.
Man, shit. It was a real goddamn transition. When I got to the east, goddamn, I think my 3rd day, a nigga tried to steal my bike. I had a GT trick bike with the white mags and everything on it. Man, I had a 25 automatic. You already know. Thank God, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy. And goddamn it, from then I met a couple motherfuckers who was stealing cars and shit, and I was into that. So goddamn, I got down with a full crew, and we just steal cars and ride them around, you know what I mean? And goddamn it, once I learned what was going on, you know what I mean, I made my little name, they called me Fire Truck. Like, if we run into anybody from the east side, they gonna say Fire Truck. You know what I mean? Cause they don't know, they ain't know about, you know what I mean, other shit they go on from the west side, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, yeah.
Man, so hold on. So why they call you? What's the meaning behind fire truck?
Oh shit, I was good in high-speed chases. You know what I mean? I can get away in a high-speed chase with the police, goddamn it, on any given day if I make it back to the apartment. You know what I mean? I had like 8 high-speed chases. You know what I mean? I got away every time. You know what I mean? Thank God.
Man, I want to ask you this: like when you was coming.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh man, just working like a dog. Yes indeed, yes indeed.
Man, I was gonna ask you, like when you was coming up, man, in the West Side. So we talking about the early '90s and mid.
Yeah.
Was it a gang element then?
Yeah, it was a couple gangs, but they wasn't in Atlanta. It was cliques and crews in Atlanta. I always remember that, man. There wasn't no gangs in Atlanta. It was cliques and crews. Niggas from this side had their little clique. Niggas from that, had their crew. When you go downtown, that's where the gangs came in. You know what I mean? It was certain niggas who migrated from other, cities and states and shit. But Atlanta wasn't big on gangs like that. They was just cliques and crews and, like families type shit. You know what I mean? What's up, bye?
What's up?
You all right? Yeah, it was family more, you know what I mean? More family integrated, orientated. Hell yeah.
So around that time when you were saying the West Side Players, was that more than just a rap group? Was that a clique as well?
Yeah, that was a rap group, a drug organization, and a clique.
Okay. So you never got like involved into the banging then? Like,
hell no, because goddamn, it was like I was already a leader from what I did, you know what I mean? From me being, the outspoken person I am, and I had a lot of niggas who looked up to me and shit. I ain't wanna never get my name mixed in that gang thing because I had a lot of run-in with the police. And anytime my name and gang would've went together, boy, I would've been gone. I knew it. So I never even got that deep. Hell no.
No, for sure. So around now, so compared to like the 90s, early 2000s to now, is it totally different when it comes to the crews and the gangs?
All the crews and the clique done broke up to gangs.
Talk about that, dog.
All the crews and clique done broke up to gangs, man, you know what I mean? It's like, goddamn it, you mostly got your Crips and your Bloods on this side, you know what I mean? Just straight up Crip Bloods, you know what I mean? You got GDs here, you got BDs, you know what I mean? Everybody in their own little section though. Ain't just no bunch of niggas running around, you know what I mean? No. Everybody in their own little section, handling the real business, you know what I mean? It's strictly about money on this side. That old other shit where niggas just shooting up goddamn, oh hell no. We don't play like that around here, and then you gotta get permission to do anything like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy. Go and shoot somebody or shoot something around if you want to. Your whole family will be erased, boy. They know it's real rude to this shit now. Where we at, how we handle business, you know what I mean? Other people do it differently, but yeah, for just like a nigga me gotta get permission to do something around here. Yeah.
Man, what did you think when you saw, like, I guess, for example, the YSL, whole indictment, and you see they just let Thug.
Oh, tell them what's up. Yeah, hey man, Thug a good nigga, man. Took care of a lot of folks, all bullshit aside, no matter what happened, that nigga took care of a lot of folks, man. And for them folks to goddamn, do what they did, and for some motherfuckers, for a lot of folks to switch on that man like that, I feel like that was real fucked up. That was real fucked up, but everybody gonna reap what they sow, no matter what, you dig what I'm saying? Everything in the dark gonna come to the light, all that old shit. But yeah, man, Home is a good nigga, man, no matter what, and goddamn it, I'm telling you, man, this man took care of a lot of niggas. He paid niggas' mama's rent, paid for niggas' grandmama's funerals and shit, you know what I mean? Did some shit that was really like, hey man, some stand-up guy type shit, and they get no recognition for none of that, you dig what I'm saying? They got some folk goddamn really tried to get him up out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah. That shit there crazy, man.
Yeah. Did you have any personal interactions with him, with Thug, over the years before you went there?
I used to run into him here and there, you know what I mean? When they doing their little shows or whatever, holler at him, but I never kicked it, because I was, busy shooting the movie and shit. They were busy handling their business, you know what I mean? But yeah, for the mutual friends and cool, yeah, we super cool.
Sure. Any thoughts on the OTF situation, man? You seeing Dirk, somebody who was able to change his life around?
Oh my God! I hope that's a joke, man. I hope that's not true, man. Because Home another one, man. He did a lot for a lot of them niggas, man. And for a nigga to do him like that, God damn, you dig what I'm saying? That just, God damn. You know, but, you know, shit be crazy, man. You got to goddamn know who around you for real. They go around, man. You know what I mean? You just got to.
How did you personally avoid, like, getting caught up in that, especially, like, when the light was on you after you released the movie? You seeing people come from all over to tap in and do content with you?
I disappeared for a little while. You know what I mean? Goddamn it. I vamped for about 6 months when the shit first hit. You dig what I'm saying? Because it was too much. It was too much, too many people, and I couldn't watch everybody. And I knew, goddamn, out of one of these people, you already know they're gonna blend in, just like they did. You know what I mean? But I goddamn had some real people who really watched my back and who were fucking with me, letting me know the who's and the don'ts and the what's and the, you know what I mean? Because it was just too many people coming from everywhere with all type of old shit. You dig what I'm saying? And they screaming money, so you know a nigga gonna jump. You dig what I'm saying? You know when a nigga hear money, he gonna goddamn, you know what I mean? And I just was like, hell no, I can't get caught up no matter what I do. You know what I mean? And thank God they goddamn it, he watched over a nigga, and I goddamn kept a lot of them away from me, stayed my distance, you know what I mean? Just stayed focused. Yeah, man. It was a lot of hocus pocus shit going on, buddy. I'm talking about bitches coming from out of nowhere, like they goddamn niggas we ain't never seen or don't know, just like they coming hanging around every day. I was like, oh hell no.
Trying to infiltrate.
Shit was scary, hell yeah. Yeah, boy. Shit was real scary, boy.
Did you ever have to do any real serious jail or prison time in your life?
Yeah. I've been in prison one time. Goddamn it, I did 13 months in Baldwin State Prison. Goddamn it, I did forever in Rice Street. You know what I mean? I used to live in Rice Street. You know what I mean? Back then, goddamn it, Douglasville, goddamn it, Pantherville, goddamn it, Metro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I used to live in the system. I just goddamn it, you know what I mean? Got old enough and wiser enough to know, goddamn, hey man, I don't need nobody with me when I'm doing something. Cause I ain't gonna tell them myself, straight up. Hey, somebody gotta do it, baby.
Man,
yes,
if you got
indeed.
any like a message to like a youngster who was actually inspired by you or can identify with like the upbringing you had that's still going through the struggles, man, or maybe potentially going down the wrong path, man, but still fighting to kind of stay focused, what game would you drop on them, bro?
Hey, man, you know what I mean? I ain't here to preach to you, all bullshit aside, but boy, you see what's going on with your own eyes. You see how they goddamn it baking the cake with motherfuckers. They getting out so much time, but you'll never see your family again. So goddamn it, you know, life ain't nothing but a decision you make. So make your next decision, your best one, you dig what I'm saying? I ain't telling you don't do this, don't do that, 'cause I don't know what you gotta do to make your money or to feed your family or whatever. But boy, it's a way to do everything. And on that day, John, you better have your goddamn shit ready. Simply that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, taking it back to the film, man. So before you even shot Snow on the Bluff, you was already kind of experimenting with shooting videos and stuff like that. I think you said your brother had a camera first or
Yes,
something?
indeed. My brother Snow, he had the goddamn Channel 5, one of them big news cameras. He had them bought from a nigga, yeah. He had the VCR tape. So goddamn it, he used to have that motherfucker outside some days and we'll just film shit, motherfucker walking down the street, or some motherfucker get into a fight, or goddamn it, you know, if it's a fire, like if a fire truck or something come through. Then before we had a scanner, before we got the scanner though, but goddamn my brother, he just used to film, you know, just regular little shit. And then when he died, goddamn, every time we used to look at that camera, you know what I mean, he used to be like, God damn. And he wasn't doing that to where, you know, it was gonna be serious like that. He just used to fuck around with it. And goddamn it, that camera just inspired the nigga to be like, fuck this shit, man, let's just try something, you know what I mean? You know, and they were like, well, this shit right here gonna ride all the way to goddamn it, you know what I mean? The wheels fall off. This ain't gonna be something that's just gonna be some regular old type shit. That's how we went into it. We don't want this shit to be regular, but we ain't gonna put our all into it. And goddamn it, I feel like on certain shit, when you don't put your all into it, you just go on and do it, it'll come out right, man.
Yeah, not overthinking it.
Yeah, that's real, man. Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
Seen with my own eyes. God damn it. Hey, man, been working, baby, trying to get it right. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I mean, I see goddamn you still at it. Man, you seen that shit, man, that boy Giant, man.
Yeah, man.
I said, God damn, man.
I seen the thing, man, about the boy Giant.
Yeah, man, I said, come on, man. You know, God damn, so you go all the way that far, and then something like that happen. Wiley, what's up, boy? Hey, just working, boy. Hey, yeah. You still?
Yeah.
I'm coming to see you, baby. Yes, indeed. Hey, you got a light black?
No.
Hey, you got a light? Oh, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like my partner right there, that's real OG. Been in the neighborhood, goddamn it, since he was 5.
Real.
I'm talking about I ain't went nowhere. There's another one, my partner right here, real Vine City. He ain't went nowhere. You know what I mean? Dead ass for real. Some folk, goddamn it, you know, when they started taking folk houses and shit, some folk refused to leave. Just like me, I refuse to leave. I ain't got nowhere to go. It's all I know. Hey, my brother, goddamn it. Yeah, I ain't. Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, man, real Vine City. Hell yeah, baby, I can't stop. I can't stop, goddamn. Yeah, man, shit. Hey, working like a dog, man. Yeah, man. The gentrification shit, they told us it was gonna happen. And they was already doing it. When they told us it was gonna happen, they was already slick doing it. It hadn't already happened. Right before our very eyes, we didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Paying attention.
And then when they said, motherfuckers used to come through and like, okay, the land finna go low, just go on the buy sign. That's when they made it fucked up and nobody had no money when the shit was real low. Soon as they got some money, them folk went talking 400,000 for like some shit like this. Yeah. If you call right now to the house shit and get the what's name on one of these regular house, they gonna say some shit so outrageous where you like, man, is you for real? Yeah, so then it probably got to where it was too high. I ain't just finna buy nothing, you know what I mean, too high and don't know what's up with it, you know what I mean, lose out like that. And then they came through and did what they wanted to do. They ran all the old peoples out. Vine City and the Bluff were majority older people who had done goddamn it, lived there since the goddamn late 40s and shit. My grandma was there late 40s. That's when they first migrated, you know what I mean? Owned their property, owned their houses and shit. Once they got goddamn it old, you know, the folk goddamn it had them damn new wig, them out of half of it, you know what I mean? They just holding on to a little piece of the house. And goddamn it, my grandma had 3 houses. And goddamn it, she like, when the move jumped, she left them to my sister. You already know what she did without even thinking. And we started saying, hey, baby, we gonna come up to money, we gonna visit it, you know, this our family. This, man, what? Sold the motherfucker right before you can even say, goddamn it, you know what I mean?
But if she kept a hold of them, they'd be worth $500,000 probably each.
In real life.
Cause you talking about how they mark the prices up.
Yeah, boy. And then, you know, they really tricked out on them, you know what I mean?
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Low border.
Yeah, boy.
Made triple.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to ask you this, like you in particular, so you never got an opportunity to invest into your neighborhood?
Hell no,
Like,
I wanted to so bad. We tried to.
Yeah.
But I told, like I say, they had it fucked up when the shit was low. Nobody had no money. You know what I mean? And then goddamn, when we got the money, it was too high. And now, it's just outrageous. We can buy a house nowhere around here. If you want, you can, but you gonna pay goddamn it outrageous price. You know what I mean? And they gonna be like, man, shit, it ain't gonna be worth it.
So the home that I met you at, man, so if you actually own that, there ain't no telling.
We own that.
I see across the street, they done gentrified.
Yeah,
it's some
and
nice,
right in that door. You that little house near that door. Yeah, them folks slapping them up.
But
right,
you still right in the mix, but they can't force you out.
No. Man, we just had to pay goddamn it, some property tax and some more shit. Shit came with like 81,000. Oh, we finna lose the house. Hell yeah, boy. That's why I had to go and move in the motherfucker to try to goddamn, you know what I mean? Cause I'm like, hell no, they'll be paying some rent somewhere else. And goddamn, I just put it all in here. Yeah, and I stay here too to goddamn, yeah. So now we in the mix. Hell yeah, boy, I'm talking about debt for real. That shit there. That shit for real, boy.
So this same area 10 to 15 years ago, the people who live in it now wouldn't be around, it wouldn't be safe for them? Or what are you saying, like when you say tore the hood down?
They were like, cause there was a lot of older people.
Oh, that's what you got.
Yeah, all these people were old. You know what I mean?
Younger crowd now?
Yeah. And it's mostly the old people, grandchildren. The old people, children and grandchildren. Once they came, shit switched all the way up. You know what I mean?
Man, how is it for you still being in the same area that you came up in after gaining that notoriety on a major level, like anybody can see you walking up this street, you know what I'm saying? See you at the liquor store, at the gas station, at the grocery store, and you don't know them, but they know you. How has it been adjusting to that, dog?
I ain't gonna say it was easy at first because I had too many people just running up on me and I don't know what's going on. I'm really out here in this shit. Yeah, you ain't gonna say nothing, but you gonna keep staring at me. And I'm like, man, hey, let me goddamn see if they staring because they see Curtis Snow or they staring because goddamn, you know what I mean? So once I got over that, it was like, shit, this my hood. But who? Ain't nowhere in hell. I ain't finna run nowhere, go nowhere, nobody finna run me nowhere. And then once I did move out, call myself moving somewhere with some folk with all that, man, please, all that lame shit. Motherfucker wanna move in a big old house, don't got the money to keep the motherfucker, but they flexing for some more people because they in competition with the next door neighbor, with somebody else who just bought a house. Fuck that shit, man. They were like, man, fuck all that shit. Hey, what's up, Buck? Hey, working, baby. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So let us know where we at. Oh, no, you say, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. So
now we in Vine City.
That was an adjustment, yo. Oh, you said now we in Vine City?
Yeah, we in Vine City now.
Okay. Because I asked you earlier, I said, did they look at you like a click hopper, man? He's on the Bluff, Vine
Oh,
City.
yeah. A couple of them did. Couple of them, well, right now to this day, you'll see a motherfucker on there, that nigga ain't from no such and such, or that nigga abandoned such and such, you know what I mean? It was just a lot going on in Vine City that was real, for real, and I couldn't put it on camera. But there was a lot of shit in the Bluff that was going on too, but I can goddamn ease around, you know what I'm saying? And we had more people in the Bluff willing to get on camera than give a fuck about nothing. Vine City, a lot of them boys were for real, so they just couldn't put their faces on camera like that, you know what I mean? Because it was, you know what I mean? But that was the reason why I filmed it in the Bluff. Then the Bluff had a lot more going on far as activity. I'm talking about, goddamn it, real action. Motherfuckers really, you know what I mean? For real, you know what I mean? And there was a lot of motherfuckers. So that was the reason why it felt better, you know what I mean, doing it down there. And then the name just came from, you know what I mean, you know, like that the neighborhood, Snow. You know what I mean? It was too simple. Oh man, the Bluff way worse than Vine City. I'm talking about when it comes to a lot of things, you know what I mean? The Bluff got more going on than Vine City, you know what I mean? The Bluff had more activity than the Vine City, you know what I'm saying? The Bluff was more of a whatever goes. It was a little, you know what I mean, organized in Vine City at the time, you know what I mean? But the Bluff was whatever. Don't give a fuck about nothing, anything goes, you know what I mean? Morning, noon, and night. Never sleep. You know what I mean?
It's lit.
Yeah, buddy.
24/7.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And motherfuckers staying up 5-6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, man, you mentioned that you come from a family of hustlers.
Yeah.
So, around what age would you say you officially started making some real money, man?
When I started making, let me see, I was 16 when I counted my first 5 bands. My money, mine, not got to take back nobody, not working for nobody, but I was working for somebody, but goddamn it, when I counted up, you know, because the trap was making like $15,000, $20,000 a night, you dig what I'm saying? And goddamn it, you know, boom, when I, you know, hustled up, got my first 5 bands, man, I felt like goddamn I was rich. And that's when I was like, well, shit, I can take my 5 bands and do the same thing they doing. So goddamn, I had to cut out, you know what I'm saying? That's when I cut out
Cut out
at
the
the age of
middleman.
16. Yeah. I already had 2 cars. I had a little apartment, studio apartment. And goddamn it, I was doing a little pimping at the time, you know what I mean? I don't never talk about that too tough because there's something, you know, that I don't, you know, glorify them, but motherfuckers who know me back then, they know I had 2 hoes. I had 4 hoes, matter of fact, but I had 2 main ones, one named Amber and one named Kiki. A white girl named Amber, she was so thick, I'm talking about thick like a black girl, nigga. I'm talking about, good God Almighty, I miss Amber. And I had one named Kiki, a tall stallion, nigga. I'm talking about a real stallion. She was about 6'9". I'm talking about so fine, it was ridiculous. I'm talking about chocolate skin, had 2 golds in the front.
Hello.
Anybody who know. Like when the motherfuckers see the segment, the people who know, they gonna be like, yeah, he ain't lying.
Damn,
yeah,
man.
and they were working. When I met them, they were working. It like I was just really their bodyguard. I say I was just their bodyguard. I made sure nobody fuck with them. Yeah, man, but goddamn it, I done did a little of everything. You know what I mean? Fuck around in the hood.
So hold on, oh, it's a car coming, man. Before we left off, you was kind of opening up about your past and the pimp game. So is that something that you saw people in your family do before you jumped into it, or how did you get introduced to that?
I got a pimp game from Fifth Ward. Fifth Ward is another neighborhood right over this way. You know what I mean? It's called Herndon Homes. But Fifth Ward, Herndon Homes, they had a variety of characters in their neighborhood. They had some pimps, they had some gangsters, they had some robbers, they had some finessers, they had con artists. They had a little more than what Vine City had, you know what I mean? So when I went over through that way, them boys, that was in furs and shit. I had never seen that shit, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, hell no. And I'm the type of nigga, I like dressing nice and shit, you know what I mean? But back then, them boys had the gators and shit and had the hoes standing right there with them, man, with the pieces on. You know, I had done seen it in them books and shit in New York, you know what I mean? But I had never seen it in real life. When I went to Fifth Ward, my brother was from Fifth Ward. That's the reason why I was even in that area, you know what I mean? I got a brother, rest in peace. His name Kunta Kinte. Kunta Kinte Grill. He from Fifth Ward. Yeah, that's where he from. But yeah, it was some real pimps in Fifth Ward, man. And goddamn, you know what I mean? Once I seen that shit, I was like, this shit can't be for real. Ain't no way in there these hoes bring don't need no money and just goddamn it getting it to him, and it's just cool like that. You know what I mean? But it was like, you know, you had to learn how the shit go. And man, I kicked it over there for a couple weeks with my brother and seen how they, you know what I mean, roll. Once I got back to Vine City, shit, I brought it back with me. I was the first pimp in Vine City. You can ask anybody, you know what I mean? Yeah.
At your height, you say you had 4 women?
Yeah, I had 4.
2 main, though.
I had 2, I had my wife, my high school sweetheart. Me and her lived together. I had one chick that I just used to mess with, you know, on the side. Her name was Shay. And I had the 2, one that used to, you know, sell pussy. You know what I mean? I put it like that. But like I say, they was selling pussy already. They jumped from some pimp nigga that they were fucking with, and goddamn it, I just happened to run into them. They like, hey, dude, we do blase blase. They needed a spot. Just happened I had a spot. They needed a ride to go get, you know, from black. Just happened I had a ride. We link up. I'm just taking them to the spots. They go in there, handle the business, come back out. They'll break me off a little something, you know what I mean? Ben, I tell them, hey, make sure, goddamn it, you get your hair done, you know, all the hygiene shit you need to keep this shit up. And goddamn bling bling. I ain't never used to take all their money with no shit like that. Hell no. Then they got to where goddamn it, they'll be like this here. They want me to have all the money. You dig what I'm saying? And they like, you know what I mean? They taught me how to goddamn work the money in so many words. They give me the money and goddamn it, I goddamn it flip it. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? Okay. And make sure everything's straight. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And goddamn, we gained a relationship like that, man. I'm talking about, and it was for real. It was dead for real. Them hoes bringing in, goddamn it, at least to the least 2 bands a night a piece. You know what I mean? Cause we wasn't fucking around nowhere around here. We up through there. We Buckhead, Holcomb Bridge Road, up there where the Mexicans at, you know what I mean? Where these niggas really paying, John. Yeah. I had done goddamn started putting on the Kangos and the goddamn slippers. I think I had one picture that survived the fight, man, where I had on the whole suit, giddy up. I had both of the hoes with me one day. You know what I mean? But that picture right there, man, was legendary. But yeah, them hoes, man, they were dead for real, and they brought real money, man. You know what I mean?
At the height of that, was it better than hustling?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, because I ain't had to worry about no police action like that, you know what I mean? But I was still hustling, you know, in between time. But goddamn it, that right there brings so much money. I was goddamn, you know, barely fucking with the dope like that. But like I say, we had the traps, you know what I mean? So they was still booming, you know what I mean? My brother, them, they handled that. But shit, when I was handling that, man, shit, I was goddamn it, boy, who? I'm talking about, I'd say goddamn it, we were doing goddamn it, at the end of the week, 8,000, some shit like that. Big cash money. Yeah, these hoes charging 200. You know what I mean? They got them goddamn, them escort type motherfuckers. Like I said, they wasn't fucking with no jelly bean type niggas. Hell no. These folk were real money, man. You know what I mean?
Man, you see how it's changed nowadays, like with the law, sex trafficking.
Oh boy,
and all
you
that.
better not get caught up in no shit like that. That was the reason why I stopped saying it. Cause that when that sex trafficking shit had just hit. And they were like, oh, but they charging everybody with that. They catch you with some hoes or the hoes like they supposed to be, or they out of place first, then they gonna say kidnapping, sex trafficking. I was like, oh hell no. I seen one pimp nigga get 120 years. After that, why I never said that shit again. Hell no.
So, and you know, they say some pimps, you know, by force, other they can do it verbally. Did it
Yeah.
ever get intense for you, or what kind of pimp? How would you describe your pimp?
I was a smooth pimp because all I did, like I say, was really made sure no nigga didn't give them no fake money. Made sure goddamn no nigga try to take the money back. Made sure goddamn it, you know, they got from one plate to another. Made sure they had somewhere to goddamn lay. And made sure they ate and shit, cause they stayed with me. You see, can't you see the building? It's a small building on the other side of that blue building down there on the corner. It's called Smallville. That's where I live with them. See that white fence on that side all the way up? Look all the way up the street. Like you looking up toward that way.
Okay.
See, it's a white fence.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Up
yeah.
there,
yeah.
yeah.
By the stop sign?
Yep, by the stop sign.
okay.
It's an apartment, it's called Smallville right there. That's where I lived at with them. Yep. Right there.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Man, we getting back to it, so we took a brief intermission, man. Different location. Where we at right now, Kurt?
Oh man, we in the official trap house, man. You know what I mean? Straight up.
So still on the west side with it.
Yes, indeed.
Man, before we left off, you was kind of opening up about your past and, you know, the pimping. You talked also about, you know, the hustling days. We talked about the film industry. Somebody who I saw you link up with around that time when you was really head first into the movies was a guy out the Bay Area, JT the Bigger Figure. And I think he had relocated to the South, to the A, saw him messing around in Birmingham, etc. How did that relationship come about, man?
Oh man, I met JT through a mutual friend when he first had left Cali and came to Atlanta. And, you know, he was doing this thing, you know what I mean? We used to see them niggas out there with them big ass posters. And they used to be goddamn, I'm talking about 7, 8 feet tall. You couldn't even, the poster was so big, you couldn't even see the nigga who was holding it. But you just see JT the Bigger Figure, JT the Bigger Figure. You see the sign, I'm talking about, this nigga had shit everywhere. So we like, shit, what, you know, what he got going on for real? And goddamn it, you know what I mean? One of my partners hooked us up. We did one little project, you know what I mean? Shit went smooth. Boom. We linked back up, did another one, shit went smooth. The nigga was goddamn it, you know what I mean? You know, showing me some shit that I didn't know, you know what I mean? That I first already knew, but some lames who was around me, you know, kept the game from me. And that nigga that came from wherever and goddamn, you know what I mean? So I goddamn embraced him, you know what I mean? Because the nigga goddamn it turned me on to some shit that I supposed to already know, you know what I mean? And man, me and him goddamn it linked. Who? Yeah. Goddamn it, yeah, man, but JT, that nigga goddamn, you know, was like a brother figure, you know what I mean? I'm talking about goddamn it, he turned me on to a lot of shit, you know what I mean? Turned me on to a lot of money, you know what I mean? And we goddamn it, you know, did a couple projects together, you know what I mean? Everything was smooth at first, you know how shit go, you know what I mean? Shit started out smooth. And then when, you know, somebody got a motive or, you know what I mean, something else going on, it'll come out, you dig what I'm saying?
When you were saying he put you on game that some other people should have already enlightened you on, what are you referring to?
It was some movie shit, some camera shit, some ways to goddamn it shoot, you know what I mean? Some shit in some different formats and shit, you know what I mean? It was some typical shit, but the people I was around, they knew this and didn't turn me on to it, you know what I mean? And I was new to the camera game, you know what I mean? That was my Snow the Bluff was my first ever project ever, you know what I mean? Getting it all the way done, and you know what I mean? So I was still new to it, but you know, the shit was out, you know what I mean? So I was, you know, trying to think of what my next move was gonna be, you know what I mean? So I had to get some little pointers here and there, you know what I mean? Hell yeah.
Man, before we go any more into your relationship with JT, I'm curious to know, was your business in order? You talking about like camera knowledge, but actually like contractual agreements when you put Snow on the Bluff out? Because you saw how crazy it went.
Hell no.
Netflix, all of that, dog. Like,
No, I'm talking about no paperwork, none of that shit. No lawyers, none of that shit. I'm talking about I ain't had no knowledge of none of that shit. I'm talking about the business side of it. at all. And it wasn't even on my mind for some reason, you know what I mean? Because I really wasn't thinking she was going to get as big as it got. You dig what I'm saying? So I felt like, and like I said, I ain't put, my everything into it, just thinking, shit. And that was one of the main pieces, you know what I mean, to the puzzle. Well, shit went wrong yet.
So who was making all the money? So when you first released it, before the re-release, all the money was coming to you then?
Yep, because we selling everything out the trunk down there. I'm going around to festivals, goddamn it, all over the world, hand to hand. That when DVDs were still popping. So I'm hand to hand, man. I'm talking about all over, everywhere with it, you know what I mean? And goddamn it, all the money, right here, hand to hand. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. And, once that shit went digital and all that other shit, that when the real money came, and that's when, the bullshit came.
So, man, when did the industry come knocking? Because I saw this footage online from years ago where, R.I.P. Michael K. Williams, he came down. And he had also mentioned it during an interview on the Breakfast Club, that he had shouted you out, talked about the film and how raw and real it looked, and how he wanted to get down and get involved. Like, how did that whole situation come about, man?
I was in jail, and I had folks to linked up with Michael K. Williams. So I think I got arrested a week before we had supposed to win on 106 in Park. I had talked to him and everything on the phone. We had done made all the arrangements and everything. They were gonna fly me to New York and everything. But goddamn it, my street business, you know what I mean, brought a hope to the shit. And he went on ahead. I'm in Rice Street watching this shit on TV where he on 106 in Park. He talking about the movie, you know what I mean? Explaining, certain shit. But I had supposed to been on there with that man.
Damn.
I missed a real goddamn opportunity right there. Yep.
And he came to the Bluff, though.
I'm talking about, that nigga said, I'm gonna pull up on you, man, and goddamn it, kick it with you, blah, blah, blah. Now, at that time, shit at first jump, it was so many folks saying they were gonna come through, but they never came. That nigga pulled up, man, I'm talking about like this here. Kicked it for goddamn it, at least, we sat out there damn near all day. That nigga kicked it all day, matter of fact. You know what I mean? In my little spot where we were. We kicked it all that day. Then later on that night, we went to a little spot down by Buckhead, you know what I mean? And goddamn, we kicked it. The next day, that nigga came back, we kicked it. We kicked it for a couple of days, yeah. Yep, that nigga was real down to earth. You know what I mean? But what my thing was with that, it was like, they were trying to compare Snow on the Bluff to that Wire shit, you know what I mean? Okay, that Wire shit, I love every minute of it. But his character was so at the same time, I'm like, hey man, I play, don't compare me, you know what I mean, to, you know what I mean? And it was like, it was kind of shaky, but me and his relationship, cool, everything was smooth, but it's just how they were trying to put that comparison to that and then look at me, and then, I mean, you got motherfuckers looking, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean? Hey, man, ain't nothing gay about me, man. You know what I mean? In no kind of way. You dig what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
But yeah, it was a good experience, man, when I kicked it with him, man. Rest in peace, Mike K. Williams. He was a good nigga, man, down to earth. I'm talking about a real street nigga. That nigga had so many goddamn battlefield scars and shit. He had them in bust upside the head with balls, cut. I'm talking about goddamn, I showed him one of my scars. He showed me one of his. That nigga, that done been in some shit.
Yeah. Is that the only time y'all actually hung out? When he came down?
Yep. That was the first time we actually hung out, you know what I mean, real heavy. Like I say, we hung out for like 3 days straight. I'm talking about, goddamn it, the whole 9. That nigga, goddamn it, the whole 9, John. Did for real.
Literally.
4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like
up.
this. Yeah, boy. Did for real.
Man, but what was it? You said the comparison, the Wire to Snow on the Bluff. I know he played Omar in the Wire. He was a robber and all of that, but aside from that, what did he do for Snow on the Bluff, though?
He ain't really do nothing. We put his name on there to try to get it some extra boost. You know what I mean? We just put his name behind it, because of the Wire shit was going on, to see if he gonna get, some extra play out there, you know what I mean? He did what he did, you know what I mean? But it just didn't bust out, you know what I mean? How we really thought it was going to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So is that a regret of yours, or do you look at it as a learning lesson?
It was
your business.
It was a learning lesson. It was a learning lesson, man. You got to know that business before anything. I had to figure that out, you know what I mean? I supposed to learn the business first before I ever even jump off the porch, you know what I mean? That type of business. But I ain't know, you know what I mean?
You know it's gonna take off.
Nope, didn't have a clue.
Cause it was raw. Man, it's rumors that some of that footage is actually real.
Like the actual real footage, we never did put none of that on now because at first we had a lot of real shit, but it was like, you know, certain shit that couldn't be seen on TV, and you know, we didn't want to incriminate nobody for real. You dig what I'm saying? So we just had to reenact some of the scenes to perfection. You dig what I'm saying?
I got you.
Well, a motherfucker had to look at it 2 times to make sure he seen what he seen, or to try to see, was that real? Was that fake? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
For sure. But you like walking to the pole and it says snow on there, all of that's real though.
Yeah, all that real.
With your brother and all of that, man. So getting back to JT, the bigger figure, another person, you know, I saw you out there in Cali, Snoop Dogg. That's through JT?
Yeah.
So did you actually relocate there, or you just out there visiting when you was working?
No, I was really visiting, but ended up staying for 5 months. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, went to visit, ended up staying for 5 months. But goddamn it, boy, it was like the time of my life. You know what I mean? I hadn't had the time of my life yet until I went to Cali. You know what I mean? And it was like, man, shit. In my mind, you know, that's what I was trying to get. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, if I make it to Hollywood, for real, I'm gonna make something happen. You dig what I'm saying? And man, it was a dream come true, man, when we linked up, you know what I mean, with Snoop. But, you know, him and JT, they already was partners. And goddamn it, you know, Snoop had been filming little shit here and there, out there, you know what I mean? And, you know, he got them and took me out there, man, and I met Snoop. Snoop was down to earth, man, a good nigga, you know what I mean? Showed real love, you know what I mean? Really took care of me, made sure I was straight, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Snoop showed some real love.
5 months though, so where are you at? Did you run into like people who knew you out there?
Yeah, buddy, I'm talking about so many. See, they had JT spooked and shit. He wanted a nigga to sit in a motherfucking hotel all day until goddamn we filming or whatever, until we just with them. He ain't know. I had folks out there, you know what I mean, who I fuck with anyway. So shit, I'm trying to go kick it with them. He started saying, nah, man, you don't know what you had and this, that, and the other. Hey, man, I fuck with the real out here, John, you know what I mean? And man, shit, I was all over that motherfucker when I was out there, man. Yeah.
Did you saw the gang element? Did you experience any of that?
Man, I wore orange, yellow. I wore loud ass Jamaican colors and shit when I was out there because it was like, hey man, I ain't in no gang, right? I ain't no blood, ain't no crib, I ain't got nothing against it. You know what I mean? But I ain't trying to, be like, I'm out somewhere with a red hat on or something like that. No, I ain't gonna play with these folks or none of that shit. You know what I mean? I stayed neutral, stayed myself because I had seen JT, he was doing some crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's like when we went around the Muslims, he was a Muslim. We went around the Crips, he was a Crip. We went around the Blood, he was a Blood. I'm like, hey man, goddamn. You know what I mean? That shit, that don't catch up with you. And it was like spot that we go, and we run into the game and they're like, hey man, what's that you claim, whatever? Like, nah, I'm just OG, you know what I mean? Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. And he'll be like, yeah, shaking their hand with the what's name and shit. Oh, hey, JT, man, that shit don't catch up with you, man. You got them false claiming or, you know what I mean? You just, whenever you see these folks, you down with them or you down with them, hey, man, I wasn't doing that shit. And everywhere we went, somebody asked me, was I in the gang? And I was like, nah, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against it. I fuck with the gang, but I'm just not. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, man, so you not, I mean, you not laughing, but you not joking about JT with the, like you say, if you were Blood, you around Bloods, he acting like a Blood.
Yeah, that man was doing that shit.
Oh, you dead serious?
Yeah, that man was doing that shit. I'm talking about, and I recognized it. I can't say nothing about it, but I was just like, okay, we get around these Crips. This man put on goddamn all blue, or put on some blue. We get around these Bloods, this man put on red. We get around the Muslims, he got down, you know what I mean, put on a dashiki. I'm like, hey man, is he joking with this shit or something? And I just, observed certain shit and didn't say nothing, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Man, so what do you think went left? I heard you say in the interview that you saved his life, but
A couple times.
Like
A couple times.
What led to that, man? Like things going left, you having to save his life.
It was like
you said a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. Like when he first came to the A, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if he came on some bullshit or if he just got fucked. So that what made him be like, okay, I got shook or fucked So now I'm finna start fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he got fucked over in a couple deals or whatever, and goddamn shit didn't go right, but a couple deals they did go right. Once goddamn it, he started betraying the actor Locks, you know, the character. He went to start living the character. You know what I mean? Certain shit that he wasn't doing, now he's doing it. And I'm like, hey man, that's some shit we were doing in the movies, man. This man doing movie shit out here in his real life with these folk, you know what I mean? Really playing that game. And man, I was like, hey man, that shit right there is not, you know, not too healthy, man, you know, in these real streets, you know what I mean? But I ain't never speak on it and then, but I seen how, you know, he got them, you know, acting tough and, you know what I mean, playing a role, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey man, them folk gonna peep what's going on, you know what I'm saying? You can only play like that for only so long, you know what I mean? Well, motherfucker gonna peep it. And when he started running off on niggas and shit, and I was like, hey man, these folks see me with you, they might feel like goddamn, you done broke bread with me. Yeah. But he ain't. And a couple times he did some shit, he didn't even tell me about it. And got me in the car with him at certain spots, but he know they ain't gonna do nothing because I'm right there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he had done got a little too comfortable, you dig what I'm saying? Just straight up. And I wasn't on no type of bullshit. Motherfuckers who know me, they know what was up with me. I'm trying to get a little check. I'm goddamn handling business, you know, if we filming or whatever, that other old shit, I don't got nothing to do with that, you know what I mean? He making under table deals with niggas, getting niggas money, telling me gonna put them in this, and goddamn it, keeping the niggas money, not answering, dipping, yeah, all type of old shit. And I had to, you know, let it be known that I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. That's him. You know what I mean? And the people peep that shit. You know what I mean?
But never guilty by association, though.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, you said you were?
Yeah. In some occasions, you know what I mean?
Oh, you got caught in the crossfire?
Yeah, in some occasions, but it didn't get heavy. Well, goddamn it didn't get the blows and nothing like that. But they were like, you know what I mean? Some heavy duty arguing. Well, nigga like say, hey, man, you know what I mean? But goddamn it, you know, the only real situation that I was there for, with the Muslim situation, it was like a million-man march peace treaty type shit. Where the Crips, it was in Cali, where the Crips, the Bloods, you know what I mean, they supposed to come, you know what I mean, talk or whatever, they had Ferris Khan there, you know what I mean, a couple of motherfuckers. I didn't know that this man done ran off on about 5 of these Muslim boys when he had them little scooter things, what you stand up on. Yeah, he was selling them. He done got these boys money and told them he gonna give them a shipment of them little things, and they never came. He done got 3 niggas, 3 different $10,000. So this nigga 10,000, that nigga 10,000, that, and they catch him at the goddamn Peace Treaty thing. Now these boys Muslim, certified. They you know, Allah to the death. But they just had to be like this here on that day because he had been dodging them. You know what I mean? He done left Cali and didn't go back. And he had been in Atlanta. Did what they time to catch him. Boy, them boys like this here. Surrounded him. He wasn't even paying that shit no attention. They moved him on down from the mosque a little bit. And goddamn it, boy, who? Like this here. It didn't get too, you know what I mean, out of control because they had some more Muslims, you know what I mean, who broke that shit up real quick. But that nigga had got dotted in the eye one time. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then they got the word to Farrakhan. He made everybody come in, you know what I mean, talk to him and shit. I ain't going because I wasn't no Muslim, you know what I mean? That was Muslim business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And JT, you ain't told me that you had beef with these boys. And we got them down here like this. And then, you know, they hollering at me, Kurt, you know, oh, fucking with you from the movie and shit. And he got this bullshit going on. I was like, man, this nigga ain't crazy.
Man, so after that led to the fallout? Or?
Yeah. That was the last draw. Cause I was like, hey, man, everybody ain't gonna just be, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, let that shit go. Or, you know what I mean? Ain't gonna be somebody that gonna be like this here. We don't give a fuck. And I can't get, you know what I mean? I know I'm gonna do it. I don't know what he gonna do if it just go all the way down. But I ain't even to get myself fucked up. And I'm goddamn 3,000-4,000 miles away from home. You know what I mean? Don't really know where I'm at in Cali fucking with you. Hell no. So goddamn after that, you know what I mean? We separated, went our different ways or whatever. And that when the bullshit came in the game and he got shot, you know what I mean? And you know, shit just was crazy.
Yeah. But I didn't y'all kind of come to get to some type of understanding though?
Yeah,
and do some more work after that?
Yeah. Okay. We did like a couple more projects, but you know, the energy, it wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Yeah. she'll never get back the same, you know how it was.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
y'all not doing no more.
Nah, we still cool, you know what I mean?
Cool, okay.
If I see him, he holler at me, ask about my children, ask about his children, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But we'll never work together again.
Cause I had saw like you talking about. He said you had stole from him and all.
Yeah. I'm talking about that nigga had goddamn it motherfuckers calling my phone, threatening me on Instagram, all type of shit. You know what I mean? He lied and said I broke in his house while he was on his deathbed when he got shot. But I was at the hospital with the nigga. The whole while he was there, I was there with him. Me, his girl, his mama, my girl, and some more folk. One of our partners named Lady A, and another one of our partners named Rude Boy. All of it there at the hospital. The nigga had done punned all the goddamn shit before this. You know what I mean? He had them punned everything. The girl Lady A, she'll tell you to this day she was there because he owed her some money and gonna try to get her a good talk to go in there and pun. She like, hell no, nigga, I want my money. You know what I mean? He borrowed some money from her and told her he was gonna get her double back. And goddamn it, she want the double. And he bullshitting. But yeah, man, that man lied on me, man. I'm talking about that man told so many lies on me, it was a shame. He tried his best to slander my name and, you know, but it didn't work, you know what I mean? The people know what was going on, you know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. But I know you said you still been working, man. You still do the independent films. You put out some books.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually involved into like any community activism or working with the youth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What's it like for Curtis Snow nowadays, man, in Atlanta?
I motivational speak at times. I got 2 schools that I recent, you know what I mean? I go back to them, you know, like 2 days out of a week,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And, you know, I go to the jail with one of my other pastor people, you know what I mean? He linked me up with, you know, some people where we go speak to, you know, some young guys who locked up and shit like that. You know, shit, I'm still, you know, advocate for my neighborhood, goddamn it. I make sure, goddamn it, you know, the older people, like, you know, motherfuckers who, you know, less fortunate or need, goddamn it, you know, some food, you know, we go pass out the pizzas and shit like that. We still do all that. Pure uncut, man. You're the real uncut. Yes, indeed, man.
You got a lot of family still on the west side, bro?
Hell yeah.
Or have they moved, like relocated?
I got a lot of nephews who still run around out here, but they mamas and shit, they done moved out. They mostly Douglasville, Clayton County, Union City.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Before I got them, my little nephews and nieces and motherfuckers like that, yeah, they still running. I'm talking about goddamn all over the hood. But like I say, shit done got so separated now, motherfuckers, you know, everybody got their little side that they own, you know what I'm saying?
Man, if you could like describe or explain what would make the west side different from any other part of the inner city of Atlanta, man.
Shit, you can make some money on the west side. You can come to the west side dead ass broke and come up on something. I'm talking about no matter what it is. And no matter who you is. I'm talking about with no problem. Hey, what's happening? Y'all all right? Yes, indeed. Hey, my buddy, what's happening? Hey, what's up, baby? Yes, indeed. Hey. Hey, yeah, you the candy lady, where you been? And I mean, but I just, you know, been just, you know, low-key just doing a little film and, you know, to myself lately, you know, and just staying out of trouble. But yeah, everything's still good.
Yeah, you say you got some projects on the way, don't you?
Yeah, I got a couple on the way right now. I wrote and filmed one movie for my homeboy, his name Larry. It's called Crumbs to Bricks. I'm finishing that up for him right now. Me and my boy DC Young Fly, we got a little project that we putting together. We damn near finished with that, you know what I mean? And I just released a little project called Tales from the Bluff, a little documentary. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I got another documentary called The Room. It's about this house, you know what I mean? And goddamn it, you know, just some shit on a day-to-day basis. Like if a nigga got a room, whatever he do in that room, you know what I mean, the camera just rolling and goddamn it just get on a day-to-day basis how he live, you know what I'm saying?
So in this particular home, is this like a family house?
Yeah, this family
So you
house.
came up in this home?
No, one of my auntie houses. My auntie had 6 houses. This is just one of the last ones she had, you know what I mean, before she passed away. Yeah.
And but taking us back, so Tales from the Bluff. So where can they find your content, man? If they want to support and tap in to check out your latest projects, even the books too.
Oh man, shit, you can hit me up on Instagram, Curtis Snow 1. You can hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, goddamn it, YouTube, you know what I mean? Shit, I'm around the way. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. But just lastly, man, is there any game you want to drop to somebody like with a similar background that want to jump into the film game, man, or jump into, you know, novels? I don't know how it is for you writing and all of that, but just drop some words of wisdom on the viewers, man, if they may be interested in pursuing like one of those areas.
It's true when they say you can do anything you want to. You know what I mean? That ain't no lie. You can do damn near anything you want to if you put your mind to it. It ain't never too late to do nothing. You know what I mean? All you got to do is just do it. It's just like Nike, man. Just do it. Don't, worry about what nobody else think. Don't even take too much advice now from people. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers give you the wrong advice, man. If you got something going on, man, you got a dream or something in your life, just pursue it, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. Just straight up, man. I don't want to preach to you or none of that. Goddamn, if you got something going on, just be careful when you do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100, man.
Yes, indeed.
Curtis Snow, man, definitely a pleasure, bro. Hopefully we'll be able to chop it up again sometime.
Oh, man,
in the
most
future,
definitely, man. We
Taking
got
me
to.
around the area, and all of that. Giving
Yes,
me some
indeed.
dope stories, man. I guess until next time, man, we signing off on Humble Soul, man.
Humble Soul, man, for real, for real. Yes, indeed.